I'm pretty sure every single course designer absolutely hates us. Whether it's going in the rough, bushes, water, bunkers, the woods, wherever it is, the golf course is trying to punish you. But what if I was to tell you from personal experience, you can play some pretty terrible golf and still shoot a decent score? I know that left is a drop-off area, I cannot go left. Right, usually it kicks from right to left, so I'm going to aim probably just for the flag because it's on the right side of the green. If I pull it, it's just going to go into the middle, so just making sure that I'm safe at all times. Yeah, I pulled it a touch, which means it's going to be pretty good. I often find that the first hole is almost the most important because the way you play the first hole kind of determines how you're going to play the rest of the round. Middle of the green in 2 shots is perfect. Par. More often than not, when I'm faced with a long par 4, in the past I used to think, I've got to absolutely smash this so I can get like a 7-iron on the second shot. I know for me, if I swing as fast as I can, and it's probably the same as you guys, the hands are quicker than the body, opens the face, gone. If I screw this up and I go to the right, I've got absolutely no chance of getting a bogey because I've got 250 yards to go. If I go OB and I'm 3 off the tee, I've got even less chance. So get it in the middle of the fairway, give yourself a chance. For me in this par 4, a bogey is absolutely fine. Bit high, but it's going to be fine. Okay, so sod's law. I'm usually nowhere near this bunker, and I'm in the bunker. Now, you've got some options here. This lip is pretty high. There's no point going for this. Okay, if I put it out to the side, I've got like 180 yards in. If I put it out in front, to get it high enough, I'm gonna have to open the face anyway. So it's maybe gonna be 20 yards further at most. So there's no point risking this. I have to take my medicine. If I go there and screw it up, you know what's gonna happen. So side on, give myself a chance to get on the green in 3. Right side is dead. Right is OB all down the right side. And there's a bunker at the front left of the green. So for me, I'm thinking to myself, right, wind's off the left, aim for that bunker. If I hit a poor shot, it might go in the bunker, but I'm trying to fade it. So if I fade it a little bit off that bunker, it should be fine. But there's no way I'm aiming anywhere near the right-hand side because if I go there, I'm gonna have to put another ball down here and I'm hitting my 6th shot. Yeah, it's fading nice. Okay, as I said on the tee box, I'm more than happy with a bogey. Break. So taking your medicine, you can still come away with a good score there. If I bladed that into the bunker, I would have been absolutely screwed, so it's a good start. Okay, so the pin here is 150, but the only thing that I care about right now is how far is that bunker. So the bunker in the front of the green, it's a massive bunker, it's 125. The wind is behind. If I just choose a club to get over that bunker, I'm going to be safe. The other thing you'll notice that I didn't usually think about is when there's trouble, aim away from it. So there's trouble down the right, it's all OB. So I'm aiming for the left-hand side with the fade. If I'm aiming for the right with the draw and I push it by mistake, then I'm screwed. So I'm forcing myself to aim left here. And if it goes in the bunkers, again, it's more safe than being OB and hitting 3 off the tee. So aiming for the bunkers on the left with a 9-iron, trying to fade it away from all the trouble. Let's see how we get on. Pushed it a bit. Okay, we should be on the green. Go. Ah, didn't hit it hard enough. Ah, damn it. If you're watching at this point, let me know in the comments. I'm just interested. What is your best score ever? Are you trying to break 90 or break 80 every week? Let me know the golf course and what your best score is. Let's get back into the video. When you make a mistake like that, it's easy to let your head drop a little bit. But the thing that I've learned recently is just reset. Next hole, every hole is different, right? You made a mistake, who cares? It was a long first putt, so the chances of me getting it close were pretty small anyway. So next hole. This is a very long par 4 again into the wind. So already my goal is for the bogey. So let's just try and get on the green in 3 and 2 putt. If I manage to get on 2, then fantastic, but no pressure. I'm in a difficult spot. I'm not very far, and it could have been way worse. So let's just count our lucky stars a little bit here. I'm just going for a 2-iron. It's not going to be very pretty, bit of an ugly shot, but I'm just chipping it down the left-hand side and seeing if I can get close enough. 4 left! Right, the goal was to get on the green in 3, so let's do it. It's not a very good shot here, but let's just chill. I've got 100 yards to the pin, but I know after the pin's a drop-off area, so I have to be short here. 52, aiming for the middle of the green. Looks good. So we're playing, that's 2 not very good swings, and then a good swing comes to save the day. I'm pretty happy with this. This is a bogey hole for me. So a bogey is absolutely fine. But if this goes in for the par, I'll be very happy. Break. Go! I think the line was there. Bogey. It may not seem like the score is very good, but these opening 5 holes are pretty tough, so I'm very happy with where I am right now. 150 to the pin, but the pin is right at the back, so I know that I've got about 30-40 yards in front of it, so an 8-iron is going to be more than enough. It should be middle of the green. The right side is the narrow part of the green, so I kind of have to aim over this tree. Luckily, I know how to play a fade, so if you can't play a fade in this hole, you're basically screwed. You'd have to try a big high draw, but for me, I'm going to try aim for the big tree with a fade on the 8-iron. Anywhere on the green is good from here, to be honest, so left is my friend here. I just pulled it a bit. It's safe though. Go. Go, 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 go. Okay, it's actually not been the hazards that have been the problem, it's been the putting. The first putt isn't very good today. I think the greens are faster than they are. They've had some topsoil on them just to help with the change of weather, so it's probably why, but I'm giving myself par chances, which is absolutely fine, especially if you're trying to break 90 or even break 80. If you can keep doubles and triples off the scorecard, you should be fine. Damn it. Okay, so we're not playing terrible, but we just can't get out of this little bogey run. And I even feel it myself just now. Even though my course management's pretty good, I can feel it. I'm like what does a par actually feel like? Sometimes you're playing poorly and you just can't imagine making a par. Never mind going for the birdies and stuff. And at the moment, it's bogey after bogey. It's not terrible. I'll leave myself in some safe spaces. If I want to break 90, more than good, but if I'm trying to break 80, I've got to start getting more par. So I can feel it right now. I'm like, I'm not playing too bad, but I just can't get the par. So let's just keep moving. Again, reset here, new hole. On the right hand side, there's 3 bunkers. Now with this mini driver, I'm hitting it way further. So that second bunker, the second row, is now in play. So I'm aiming for the bushes on the left. The wind is hard off the left now. So aiming for the left and letting the wind just naturally carry it over the middle bunker there. Oh, that's so good. Oh my God. I actually cannot describe how far this drive has gone. Usually, I mean, before I'm like at least 60, 70 yards back. This is such a good drive. Now, green light situation, the only problem I've got is the humps at the front. So I don't know if you can see that, but the humps at the front mean that I can't just bump it up and let it run. I've got to try and carry it over those first bumps. So 56 degree, open the face a little bit, pop it up, let it land short of the green. If I can get it within 10 foot, give myself a chance for the birdie. That's so good. Come on. Before I'm like, I've got these putts for pars, and now I was a little bit aggressive there on the second shot. I could have played it out to here, which is a safer shot, but I really wanted to try and give myself a good opportunity because I've been a bit too safe, I think. So now I've got a great chance for the birdie, and after a little bogey train, this could turn the whole thing around. Even if I get the par here, the bogey train is done, okay? So let's try and give us a little bit of a chance. The greens are way slower than I thought they were, so let's just give it a chance. Oh, pushed it. The greens are really slow with this top dressing. Come on. These kinds of shots are a nightmare for a higher handicapper. Believe me, I know, even just now as a lower handicapper, I'm still pretty scared over these shots. There's a bunker on the right, there's a bunker on the left, there's a drop off on the back of the screen, there's a drop off on the left, so it has to basically land in the middle. The way I'm going to do that is to grip down on the grip, choke down on it, and be really focused on getting the middle of the face. I'm going to aim a touch to the right just because the wind's off the right, but other than that, I'm really focusing on getting it straight. Nothing silly, keeping it low. Fingers crossed. Perfect. Sit there. That's the one. Okay. That's so good. Come on. It's not a really makeable distance, but it's within the 2-putt distance, so I have to be 2-putting this. Looking at about a foot circle around the hole. 2-putt is the goal, but if it drops in, then I'll be more than happy. Again, the harder holes are over, so those last two relatively easy. This one again is relatively easy, but the second shot is quite treacherous. It's not difficult, the fairway's massive, but you've got a long second shot, so I have to be in the fairway here. So aiming down the left-hand side, natural fade. The wind's coming off the right, so the more I fade it, it should be fine. So aiming left with the fade. It's just gone straight. Okay, a pretty nice bounce there. It's going to be in the rough on the left, but still open to the green. Wind off the right. The fairways are just they're so dry just now, you can hear like that. So I'm hitting a 7-iron, 195 to the pin. I want it to land just short because before this green rolls down, so I know what's going to happen here. But the only problem is the lie isn't very good. So again, I'm going to choke down on the club, on the grip even, the ball at the back of my stance, hands in front, and really focus on hitting the middle of the face. If I get it going in the right direction, it should be fine. So, lovely. Okay, oh, it was a terrible kick. I'll see if I can zoom on that. The kick went like 45 degrees left. Very unfortunate here. I'm in two minds, to be honest, and it could go either way. I cannot lay up that way, that's rough. If I lay up that way and it goes too far, I'm absolutely screwed. If I lay up this way, that's gonna be really tough, but the lip is lower here. However, the lip is low enough that I think I could get it up in the air, and it's one of those ones that sometimes because the way it's leaning, if it hits this lip, it does pop out anyway. So I think if I get enough loft on this, I could get it out. If you're a higher handicapper, you might want to go out that way, but for me here, I'm pretty confident I can get this in and around the green. I knew if I slammed that and it hit the top of the face, it would come out anyway, but if I got it really clean, it would reach onto the green. But from there, pretty good. Let's see if I can get up and down for the bogey. Okay, there's two ways I can hit this shot. There's a false front before the green. It's just a massive hill pretty much at the start of the green. So if I chip it, it's gonna be quite inconsistent in terms of like how it rolls out. So I'm pretty much wanting to carry it onto the flat part of the green and letting it check up. But if you're a higher handicapper, I understand. You can even putt this if you wanted to, or maybe I'll do both and see which one's better. But let's go for the 60 degree, lift it a little bit, try and get it spinning in and around the hole. I think it's too much. Yeah, too much. Let's putt it and see what happens. Okay, well, if this goes in, well, I should have putted it. Let me know in the comments, what would you do? Would you hit a wedge there or would you putt it? I definitely should have putted that, and I will be taking that forward into future rounds because that area there I thought, oh, it's going to be really inconsistent, but I just let it kind of go down the hill. And that was really nice, so I've learned a little thing there. I think keeping it simple there is the better option. Again, look, it's fine. It's a 2-putt, but I've just gained a stroke there for for a silly mistake. So those can just add up. If you keep making those silly mistakes over and over again, you're adding 18 shots onto your score, probably, if not more. If I knifed that and it went into that stuff, you're looking at adding 2 or 3 more strokes. So I would definitely putt that next time, and it's something I need to make sure I keep an eye on as well. It's a par 3. On paper, it's pretty easy, 150 yards, but I'm going to show you in a second. It is so difficult. It's kind of up on a little tabletop, if you will, and there's a massive 10-foot bunker on the right hand side. You cannot go in there. There's drop-offs on every side, obviously, and the left is dead as well. So you basically have to get it on the green or you're guaranteed a bogey. So 150, I want to get it there right to the back, so 8 iron should get there with the wind behind. Ah, pulled it. That's in left. Oh, it's a horrible bounce. I've got a 60 degree now, and it is just a game changer. You just don't really have to open the face anymore because the face is already wide open. So basically just hitting a normal swing with a 60 degree, and it should be in for the 2-putt for a bogey. Yeah, go. Should be pretty good. Come on. Huge up and down. Honestly, that's not even course management. I knew to aim a bit to the left in case I pushed it, and also the 60 degree. I cannot believe I never owned a 60 degree before, because the highest I'd go for was 56, and I'd open the face up, and if you bladed it, it was terrible. But 60 degree, you can just keep the face closed if you want to, or just leave it square, and it pops up into the air. So if you're struggling with like those sort of shots and you're not really be able to get any height or bunker shots or whatever, definitely get your hands on a 60 degree.